Hi there, welcome back to the mat. Today I just wanted to do just a nice little hip IT band work today. So this is one of my favorites. It's called double pigeon. My students loved/hated this one whenever I would pull it out in class. It's just really good. It gets some inner thigh and some hip, and it gets some rotation movement of the hip. So rather than just kind of stretching, we're also working this angle of motion. So we're getting all of those axes because our hip joint, it's a ball and socket. So it can move all of these different ways. So there's muscles that work in all of those different ways, and we want to make sure that we give them all the attention that they need. So this is double pigeon, also known as fire log pose. And we're going to start it. You're going to take one leg, and you want to make sure that that shin, here I'll scoot back so you can see, is roughly parallel with the top of your mat. My knee is a little bit outside of my hip, that's okay, no big deal. Next step, you're gonna take your other leg, ankle to knee to ankle. You're gonna stack yourself up like a fire, like little fire logs. So you notice there's kind of a gap here in between my foot and my knee. Now you may have a wider gap, and you may need a little extra support. So if this is uncomfortable for you, take your handy dandy little block, and you can just tuck it underneath. So notice how that gives a little support, so we're not putting pressure on the knee, we're protecting it, and we're making this all about the hips. I can already feel this back in my right hip because my right hip has been bugging me lately, so I really need this pose in my life right now. Funny how we're doing this pose when I need it. So we're just gonna take that, and I'm okay with this little gap because I know my leg will relax into that position. If this is enough for you, hang out here. For more, you're just going to nice firm belly, nice long tailbone. You're going to hinge forward. So notice we're not slumping forward, we're hinging forward, taking the heart towards the legs. Walk the hands out, and you can relax the head. You can just breathe however far down you want to go. If you can go far enough, you might bring that pillow out front and just kind of rest with the pillow. It might be an option for you as well. You can see Coco over here joining us today. But you're just gonna breathe here. Whew. Yep, I needed this one. It's a lot. So you're gonna feel work all down the outside of your leg into that deep corner of your hip. You may feel a little bit in your inner thighs as well. You can stay here 5 or 6 breaths if you're looking for a quick stretch, or you can extend it into 2 or 3 minutes if you're looking to work more into the fascia and get a deeper flexibility or a deeper stretch there. Coming out, you're just gonna sit up. I like to take my legs, I like to just toss them back and forth a little bit, and then come back for the other side. Once again, we're going to line that leg up, ankle to knee to ankle. You notice my knee comes all the way down on this side. It's because this side needs the work. So once you've got that nice stack, using a prop, and your knee over here, you may be up here. That's okay. You can just use a prop there. Another option that I forgot to mention is to bring a block in front of your knee and support here. This opens up the hip angle a little bit and makes it a little bit less challenging, but you'll still get that nice stretch and that nice lever. So those are just some different things to play with. If you've got any of that gap in between your knee and the ground or your knee and the foot, blocks, pillows, use that as support so that we take the stress out of the knee or out of the ankle. In the case of bringing this here, this opens up this hip ankle just a little bit more. So those are some options and modifications to just make this work. And again, when you're ready, nice hinge forward, take the heart forward, and stretch. And just nice deep breaths. Notice if you're tensing up with the hips at all, and try to breathe that out. Try to just let go of any of those muscles that are wanting to seize up and hold that control, and just let your body melt into this pose. And breathe deeply down into your belly. And then you can come back out of it legs a little bit bent. Drop the knees side to side. This can also feel really great on the hips. And that is our fire log pose. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Always use props. If you get into the sharp pain, come out of the pose slowly. We don't want to feel sharp pain. A little bit of that discomfort is okay, but we want to keep it in that hurt so good kind of range. If we get out of the hurt so good, if we go beyond that, then we're pushing our body in a way that doesn't serve it. So we want to focus on softening into the pose and softening into the stretch rather than pushing and forcing our way through. So let that flexibility come to your body. Use whatever props you need in the meantime, and just let your body melt and move into that flexibility as you're ready for it. I hope this pose does you as much good as it does for me, and have an absolutely wonderful rest of your week.